Hey, welcome back, everyone. In today's session, today's session is actually a very special because when the lockdown, let me share a quick story. When the lockdown began in 2020 March, I remember I was laid I was laid off from my job, and I had all the time in the world to read whatever I wanted to. And guess what? The first book that I picked up during that time was a book on Ayurveda. And then, thanks to the YouTube algorithm, I started to get more content on not just Ayurveda but also spiritual content. Who am I and all that. And recently, I met Dr. Pooja, who specializes in Ayurveda, and she is also a spiritual teacher. She actually teaches spirituality. And today, I'm so excited for this session because there's a very close link between Ayurveda and spirituality. In fact, uh, people who are spiritual, they are more uh, they consume more sattvic foods. Now, are you wondering what is sattvic and all that, spirituality and Ayurveda, how is it all linked? Stay tuned because we are welcoming Dr. Pooja Jadhav, who is going to share the link between spirituality and Ayurveda. Welcome.
Thank you, Krishiv, for having me. So, myself, Dr. Pooja Jadhav. I've done my PhD in Ayurveda, and I've been practicing for 10 years now, Ayurveda. And when after like 8 years, I saw that people have more emotional concerns or mental concerns rather than physical diseases. So I took over spirituality, emotional healing, and I also did my NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming. I had completed my diploma in yoga and Ayurveda, which is also a branch in Ayurveda. We do it diploma course, so it also consisted of some part of spirituality, some part of yoga. So I was already introduced to spirituality after being admitted to Ayurveda. So, what is this spirituality like? Everyone knows something about it. Some see it as a science. Yeah. Some see it as a science of spirit, and many take it as knowledge of internal knowledge, you can say, or the yeah, many concepts go around
Awareness.
spirituality.
Some people call it
So,
self-awareness.
yeah, self
People call it
awareness.
the connection between me and the universe, me and the nature. Sort of.
Right, right.
Lots of
Yes.
definitions, but let's clearly define Ayurveda.
Uh, Definition of Ayurveda would be hita hitam sukham dukkam ayurvedasya hita hitam. So when you want a happy life and a healthy life, so this is a science, or I would say knowledge, that is Ayur is life and Veda is knowledge. So this is the knowledge of life. So it's more a knowledge than a science. It consists of every principle, every way, lifestyle, diet. You call it anything. It consists of the principles to stay healthy and happy life. So that is Ayurveda. Just a gist of Ayurveda. I can just keep on
I know you
saying about
have
it. Yeah.
done a PhD and you can,
Yeah.
I think you can just keep on sharing.
On right.
Right. This is why. So this is a message to the audience. If you have noticed that both spirituality and Ayurveda share that the experience comes from within, while spirituality is about knowing yourself, it is about self awareness. Ayur is life and Veda is knowledge. Throughout the life, we carry this body, this mind, and we know that the soul never dies. So let's let's dig into the session as to what is the linkage between Ayurveda, which is mostly used for medicinal purposes, to analyze the effect of foods, and the other one is spirituality, which involves, meditation, reading, and chanting, and all that. How are these two primarily linked, and according to you, how can we leverage both of these spirituality, spiritual practices, and the Ayurvedic knowledge for the food and for uh, curing ailments?
Yeah, before diving into spirituality and the link, actually, let's see just in short what is spirituality, or I can just tell you a practical application of spirituality. So it is, as we saw the definition of Ayurveda, this can be the knowledge of soul. So better, I would use knowledge better than the science. So it is the knowledge of soul. So the one thing which we can control in the whole life or whole world is ourselves. So that is one point which we have to keep in mind while going in this journey of life. So the link, coming back to our topic, that is link. So Ayurveda is what it is, the Upaved. It's coming from the Vedas, as you know. So the four Vedas and the Atharva Ved, which is the last Ved, that is Ayurveda is the subtopic or the subset of Atharva Ved. So this all Vedas, they every Ved has their importance. Like Rigveda is talking about mantras and Atharva. So coming one by one to all the Vedas, they carry specific topics. Coming back to Atharva Ved, it has medicine, therapeutic science, and more precisely, the Ayurveda comes like a baby from Atharva Ved. So it carries all the knowledge of life and therapeutic. You, as you know, it has, but more it is the principles. It carries the principles to stay healthy, also to cure the disease. So it is the science which also cures and also prevents both. It is more focused on healthy living. So the story goes like when Rishi Munis or the saints, when they were having problems or obstacles during meditation at Himalayas, they went to the god and they wanted a solution for their health. So God gave them Ayurveda. That's the story. That's the history of Ayurveda. So there, this is the first link you can say. The saints actually asked for the Ayurveda to give to them so that they can come over the obstacles of unhealthy or the diseased body they were going through. Next is we have the shlok in Ayurveda, that is samadosha samagnischa samadhatu malakriya prasanna atma indriya swastha ityabhidiyate. That is the definition of healthy body or the healthy human. So first is samadosha and samagni. Samadosha is balanced doshas. The basic doshas which you must be knowing, that is the three doshas which the body is made up of. Then samagni is metabolic fire. Samadhatu is the tissues or the organs, you can say, the systems, all the systems. Then Mala is the waste. Then Prasanna, Atma, Indriya, Mana. Prasanna is happy, Atma is soul, Indriya are the sense organs, and Mana is the mind. So this all elements should be healthy. Then comes the healthy human. Then you can say that the human is healthy. That is the definition in
Right.
Ayurveda. And in spirituality, if you take the traditional ancient Indian scriptures, the the Upanishads, they have this koshas, five koshas. That is the five levels or the layers of human. That is, one is Anna kosha, Pranamaya kosha, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. So these are the layers, which is similar to the definition given in Ayurveda. And this Annamaya is one by one, we'll see the layers. First is Annamaya, it consists food and the physical organs. Second is Pranamaya, that is energy. So the functional, the philosophy, the functions and the energy in the body. Then Manomaya, that is Man, that is mind. Next is the Vijnanamaya Kosh, that is intellect and the inner wisdom. Next is the Anandmaya, that is the last layer, which we can say is related to spirituality or the spirit. So the true self. But when these layers are like going inside, they are like onion, one by one. And when the last layer is healthy, you can say all the layers above those can be healthy. So see, you can see the link now. That is
Yeah, this
clear.
is very deep. This is very profound. What
Yes.
would you say are three top three lifestyle tips or spiritual practices that are less mainstream? Like, I'll give you common, uh, some common tips that everyone knows. They don't execute. That is another question. Like, exercise, sleep and wake up at the same time, preferably before 6 in the morning. Exercise, eat more sattvic food, and eat as per your doshas. But what are three things that less people speak about that you feel should be spoken about? And like, this is for the audience to take away something they have never known. But it is true.
Yes. So three causes, main causes we have in Ayurveda actually. First is Pradnya Parad. Pradnya is the intellect or your sense, wisdom or the intellect, where you are, when Pradnya Parad happens, the ignorance starts. So the ignorance is the first cause, which is given in Ayurveda, and it can also be considered in spirituality when the human is not able to differentiate between the ethical living and the non-ethical, will not go in morality, but which is healthy and non-healthy part. If the person is living the unhealthy lifestyle, he automatically goes into the disease, mind also, the spirit also, and the traumas happen, as everyone is now becoming aware of the traumas and the childhood traumas. So these kind of things happen. That is the disease, we can say, in spirituality. So this Pradnyaparad is ignorance. How to keep this ignorance away, or how we can rise up from this and become more informative in this. So that thing is given in Ayurveda, how to live the healthy life, the principles. There are many actually. I just can't list down four or five. It's a whole dincharya, that is the rules of the seasons, how you should what you should eat in the specific seasons, or then the whole day how it should be, the processes. Like we have general people have just brushing and then bathing, but we have more deep lifestyle, that is oil pulling, if many are aware of this. So many concepts are there. So when this ignorance is pulled out, it, we obviously live a happy and healthy life. So again, in spirituality, this can be taken as when you are aware of the spiritual growth, you automatically heal your traumas, you automatically work on yourself. So I practice meditation. So obviously I'll tell that meditation, if the person is sane and he's aware of the consequences, he can practice meditation. And there are other healing elements also in spirituality, like Reiki and crystals, etc. But meditation is, which is also mentioned in Ayurveda, Dhyan Dharana, which is also given in
I
yoga.
think it
Similarly, we
balances
can do, yeah.
the vata dosha in the mind to do meditation, to practice mindfulness.
Pardon your question.
But that meditation practice calms the vata dosha in the mind.
Not specifically what it
Okay,
calms. Meditation is not just calming exercise; it's a
okay,
tool to connect conscious and subconscious mind. So when
okay.
we get, okay, when these two things get connected, we can tap into in our self, inner world. So inner world is internal, the bodily internal world. That is our true self. So this meditation is the tool for that. It's not
Right,
just to calm your body or not calm your mind.
right. So this was the episode, and if you have stayed back for this long, you must have taken away that one, meditation is a key, but it should not be something generic. It should be something more tailored to your life journey, maybe of facing some of the other trauma. So it should be very, very, very tailored, because there are lots of types of meditation. And the other one that Dr. Pooja mentioned is that you should, apart from the waking up before 6 and the exercise and the sattvic food, apart from all that, it is very essential to additionally do some practices like like oil pulling and all that. Maybe once a week if you can. And another one from my side, I would say, is make sure you clean your tongue, because it a lot of toxins get accumulated at the tongue. So in the morning while brushing, you can take a minute to clean your tongue so that those toxins don't get reabsorbed into the system while you have your breakfast or snacks or lunch. Thank you so much, Pooja. Any last thoughts you'd like to share?
Mm,
Okay. Thank you.
only that's it. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.